Hi everyone, it's 13th of July. I've come down to the plot to do more harvesting. I've not been down for over a week, and my cauliflowers look like they're going to go over any time, so I need to harvest them because unfortunately I'm not going to be coming down the plot as much. So I don't know what the rest of the season is going to go like, because I don't know what sort of commitments I'm going to have, because my mum's not been so good, so we're waiting for test results and things, so I've got to sort of be where it matters most. So if I do anything between now and whenever I do the next video, I'll either collect some footage and put it up eventually, or if things turn out okay, then I'll keep going as best I can. But under the circumstances, the gardening has to sort of take a bit of a back seat, and just come up and harvest. I mean, I've got things to plant out, for over winter. If they actually end up coming and getting planted, I don't know. So, like I say, it's a play it by ear on that one. I've no idea what the outcome's going to be yet, until there's some tests done. So I'll come and get the camera and we'll have a quick look round, and then I'll do a bit of a harvest, and then I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm going to be in the garden tomorrow. So I'll probably add that footage to this, and then that'll be it until I know, what we're up against, the whole family and that. So I'll come and get a camera and we'll look around. Right, we'll start off. Zoom out. The giant sunflowers have started to make an appearance over the back. Do we go around the side? The light's not too good, to be honest. It's been sunny all day, and then it's gone cloudy because I've been at work. So I thought I need to come down and spray for blight and that. So sunflowers make an appearance. They're starting to climb higher. There's two of them that have poked above and one's down below. Loads of heads on these Moulin Rouge. I didn't even get around to cutting them last time I was here. I thought I'd cut some off, but I'll just, I haven't got time to be bothered with that now. All these pea pods, it's full of pods, so a couple of weeks and they'll be ready. Celeriac, not much difference really. Slowly bulking up. Courgettes, again, massive. It's probably 15-16 inch long, that one. So a lot of courgettes to harvest. Blueberries. You can tell by the weight of this one, it's got some weight on it berry wise. So they're all starting to dangle down. So end of year, these are going to get a right cropping back. Try and sort of start from a bit more a less leggy bush, taking quite a bit down. I'm not bothered. I don't get much for crop next year. It sort of gets them back under control a bit. Strawberries. Well, there'll be a load of strawberries under there. Probably quite a few that are overripe. Sweet peas are all climbing up. They're over 6 foot now. I mean, them giant sunflowers are over 6 foot as well. Asparagus, it's just slowly chugging along, and growing through this support. Onions, this mildewy, mouldy white rot stuff. It's got a little bit worse, but not much. I'll have to worry about that another day. This Santero is supposed to be slightly resistant to it. It's not showing any signs of it as such. The yellowing on the tips. Maybe need a bit of a feed, but I haven't got any with me. These peas, actual third net, ready to start harvesting. I've still got to do picking on these first two nets. Hopefully most of these first 2 nets will be finished, and then French climbing beans. I say, you know, if you're not down all the time, they just get massive. And endive lettuce, I need to take some for my tortoise. This freckles, I'll probably just get rid of it out of the way because I'm not going to be here to harvest it. I'll take a couple of these other ones, these cure. Spring onions, starting to show little flecks of rust on them. Nothing too bad yet. Beetroot, you know, I'll take some more tonight. Say cauliflowers have romped on. You know, I don't leave them anymore because that one's started to get like a pinkish tinge to the top, like it's had a little bit too much water on it, and I can see that one's the same. I need to get them out before they start rotting off. So I've got all these. I've got some at home as well. They're ready. Broccoli spears, there's probably a few spears I haven't blown that I can take. I'll probably get rid of all the broccoli out of there, all the cauliflower. Probably take a couple of these Primo 2 cabbage, and that bed will kind of be ready for whenever. Sweet corn, started to send its tassels off. I need to start thinking about getting rid of some of these suckers at the bottom. Some of this lettuce has gone to seed now. I'll probably just pull that out. Potatoes, like I say, it looks like you know, blight's starting to appear a little now. Not like really dense heavy blight, more like it looks a bit more like an early blight, just little speckles. So I've seen it a lot worse, so I'm just going to bear with it for now. I'm not going to go mad and cut the foliage off, one, because I haven't got time. So I'll just try and nip down whenever I can, and just keep an eye on it over the next couple of weeks. And then as soon as it gets too much, I'll just lop the tops off, and that'll have to do. So not a great deal changed since last time, so I'll get on and do what I come here to do, and just harvest some stuff, and I'll put camera on at the end. You can see what I've actually got to take back with me. Speak to you in a bit. Right, I've done a lot of harvesting. I've still got my blueberries to pick yet. It's gone suddenly very dark, and it's just started spitting with rain before, so I think it's going to chuck it down very soon. So I hope you can hear me alright. So all this lettuce is out from in between my corn now. That's all gone. Brassica bed is looking pretty empty now. I've left my broccoli and I've just cleaned it up a bit. There's 3 of these golden acre that I've taken some of the worst leaves off, and they're standing okay. There's one of the Durham early left. Got rid of the freckles out of here, so there's just a cure and some endive. I've opened that one up, that was blanching. I've just opened it up again. I finished off the white Lisbon spring onions, taken the last of that row of beetroot. Now I've seen some of these Ishikura spring onions. Peas, these 2 nets are stripped now. I just cut them off. The roots are actually all the roots are still in the ground because they've got the nitrogen nodules on, so I'll leave them in the ground. Pick some off this. They'll be ready for another picking whenever I get down next. What else have I done? Strawberries. I had a very fast pick at them because it started spitting while I was doing it, so there's probably a few left in there. Look around here. Oh, courgettes. Taking them all. Oh, hang on. There's a little tiny one there. I'll leave it be. So I think I've got them. Anything over sort of 2.5–3 inches. I've got. I was going to water stuff before, but it's forecast to chuck it down tonight. But I hope it does. Otherwise, everything's going to dry out. Right. So I'll look at what I've harvested. So. Tray of peas, beetroot, cobra French beans, spring onions, 6 collies. You see, I was cutting it fine, it'll start splitting soon and bursting, but I think I've just left it just long enough. You see it's starts to lift like that, it's getting on the edge then. So Primo 2 cabbage, a couple of hearts I've taken out, the cured lettuce, some broccoli spears, endive lettuce, strawberries, and of course courgettes. So plenty of them. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'll cart this stuff back over to the van and then come over with a couple of little punnets and just sit and pick these blueberries. I don't want to leave them unless we start throwing it down, then I'll leave them, and then I'll do a little bit in the garden tomorrow and I'll put that on with this. So I will see you tomorrow. Right, it's the day after. I had to go back to the plot this morning to pick the rest of the blueberries. I ran out of light and it started pouring down, so I was up early this morning, scooted down there. So I'll show you the blueberries I've got anyway. So there's all them. There's just short of £8 of blueberries. So, you know, again, it's a good crop. I mean, I had £21 last year. I've had just over £3 already, plus that lot, and there's still loads left to ripen up. You know, if I get there or not, I don't know. I'll have to just play that one by ear. So anyway, we'll have a look around the garden. So there's me clematis. You can't really tell because of the light. It's absolutely rife with purple flowers. It was just a cheap one I bought about 2-3 years ago. Planted in a load of junk down the bottom there and just trained it up. That's putting a nice show this year. Sunflowers, well, that's getting on for about 8 foot tall now. That Moulin Rouge, I need to strap it back really and tie it back over there. We'll get around to that at some point. Flower end, lilies are all gone now. These are mum's flowers. Petunias, I'll have to try and tend to these a bit because she's not able to in a minute. So I've no idea what to do with them. I'm not a flower sort of person, but I think I can like prune them down. I don't know. What else we got down here? These are my so-called winter brassicas that, I don't know, they're not my best seedlings. They've been sort of like put in the shade a bit. They're not doing too well. So if they make it to the plot, they do. If they don't, they don't. And basil. I've just mowed the grass. I thought it needs mowing. So these are the peppers. Some these are like it's supposed to be a bell pepper, but they're like a mini lunchbox or something they're called. These are the yellow bell peppers. I need to put them in bigger pots really. I had more of these, but I've given 3 of them away to a friend. Sunflowers are still, I've cut the main head off that one. Still chucking out loads of heads. Have a look in the polytunnel. Watch, that's a bag of net of fishing bait drying out. Right, on some of these I have actually taken the tops off because they're just a few inches from the top. Even though you snap them off, they tend to keep pushing up a bit. So don't snap off when they start touching. There's no point. I mean, this is going to be the last truss. I mean, how many trusses has got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trusses. One of them looks like it's peeling away. I can see a dirty sucker behind that. Get rid of that. So they've not been my finest tomatoes this year either, to be honest. Look at that. I mean, they're not going to do so well with that ripped away like that. It's probably me barging in and out of here that's done it. Black Russian, like a beefsteak thing. It's starting to colour up a bit. And over on the cherry side, the sun golds starting to ripen. Gardener's Delight, I don't know what you can see, but there's a decent vine. Can't really see. I need to cut a bit more foliage, but there's enough a full vine right there. These are all Gardener's Delight, 4 of them altogether. They're absolutely masses of them. so I need to feed them actually. Some more spring onions to go to the plot. I've not watered them for about a week. I'll walk around the rest of the garden. This is where I've got my garlic. It's actually my shelf out my polytunnel that I've put some weed membrane over just to give it some shade. But you know, they're drying out steadily. I'll give them another week and I'll just cut it. I'll let them go completely soft at the neck here, dry out a bit more. So, because I didn't want to get them cooking in the sun, so I thought it gives them a bit of shade. I can also use the other end. It's a bit hard to see down this end. I've got some dwarf French beans, some more beetroot, some more lettuce. I can't remember what's in here. More lettuce, I think. No, it's food for Kane in there. Currant bushes, like I say, I'm going to get rid of these. Potato peel challenge. Looks like something's been having a good feast on these. So I'm going to empty them out in a bit, so I'll do a little reveal at the end of these two. One of them, however, is doing okay still. So this is the Casablanca, that's the Orla, and then there was a Navan or Navan, which actually came from a farm shop, which is this one. It's a bit scrawny, but it's got one stem coming out, so we shall see. I don't think I'll do it yet. It's still got flowers on, you say, buds, so I might do that another time. Try and, because it is a main crop, you see, so I might leave it be for a bit. Big carrots, well, sweet candle. We've had a bit of a feed with some liquid seaweed because we want a bit pasty looking. More carrots in the buckets there going. Leeks, not too bad. I kind of ridged them up a little bit in between, just try and give them a bit more support because they're getting a bit drowned out by the parsnips. More carrots. I need to pull this garlic out because this just spares this. It's starting to flop over now, so no signs of rust, just sort of like yellowing, dying back. These carrots are taking a battering off whatever it is. The Mazure still cropping, giving some of it away, to be honest, you know, because it's just coming too fast. I'll cut out some of the foliage underneath the subarctic planted tomatoes just to let some air flow through, because I need to spray them and the potatoes for blight in a bit. I did the plot last night, but there's tomatoes on it. See, tomato there. So they're not a big tomato. They're sort of like in between a cherry and a sort of standard shop bought size. But you get loads of them. They just seem to be taking a while to have a good set. So I've been going round, and any sort of new growing tips I've seen, I've just nipped them off to stop them actually growing, which is a bit hard because you can't see everything down in there, so it's kind of looking for anything that's kind of a bit more lush in colour, and then nip it off, and hopefully it'll just concentrate on the fruiting then. Cobra French beans. I'm actually going to harvest some of these for my tea tonight, because everything I brought back from the plot last night has been blanched and it's all in the freezer. Just over 4 kilograms of cauliflower after I blanched, so a hell of a lot. I've still got a load here to harvest yet. Ugly parsnip challenge, I'd be doing okay. Cucumbers are still struggling. The worst cucumbers I've ever grown these. It's got to be down to the lack of light because of the King Edward potatoes, but as small as they are, they're chucking out little cucumbers. So as soon as them King Edwards are out of the way, they'll probably shoot up a bit, but the tips have been getting hammered by stuff. So I might have to cut some of these small fruits off just so it can divert some power into the plant instead of fruiting, just to get them climbing up a bit. So all I've been doing is getting it, and then just the same as you do with tomato really. Just popping it around, but I mean usually they're up near the top by now. Onion flower, looks like it's getting a bit burnt on top. That not looking healthy anyway. Play it by ear, see what happens. Cactuses, they really need to go into bigger pots. I could actually take some of these pads off and plant them, you know, and get some more cactus. It's only for cane to eat. I'll look down here. These are other spuds. They need a bit of a water. A lot more lettuce down here. Slugs have been enjoying that more than anyone else. The King Edwards are probably, I don't know, they're 6.5 foot. Probably if I straightened them up, they'd be about 7 foot. Trying to keep them under control is a nightmare. You know, they're always hanging over. But I can only leave them to do the thing and see what happens with them. Big onions, no more have gone to seed as yet. You know, there's a few, you know, chunky ones which are, you know, getting a decent size now. Put some weight on. Broccoli. Some of these have gone over now, so I might empty this bed out at some point soon. But I've got 8 collies here, you know, and it's started to blow. Not all of them. I mean, there's still a nice tight one there. So I might harvest the tight heads and just chop the blown ones up and have them soon as. There's 8 there. Now I brought 6 back from the plot last night. So getting a bit short on room in the freezer. There's a bunch of lots. Seem okay. I don't know how many's there, because there's a few here and some at the allotment. I've not been in that net for a bit, it's probably all rotted in there. But right, we'll do this little potato reveal. Oh, I'll show you these here first. These are some of the Pentland crowns that I planted that were in the originally rocket. Charlottes, I need to plant them other Charlottes. See if I can get a second firing off the same seed potato. That's another Pentland crown there. Like I say, the way things are at the moment, it's a bit tricky, but you know, as and when I do anything, I'll video it and just compile it, you know, when I feel up to it really. It's just the way it's got to be at the moment. Right, we'll do this little potato reveal. I'll just stick you on tripod. Oh, yeah, that'll do there, I think. Alright, I'll get them. I'm not expecting anything on these, to be honest. They've been absolutely pathetic. I expected a bit more off the Orla, to be honest. I know the Casablanca has always been a bit tiny, but we'll do Casablanca first. So yeah, it was the 7th of February. These got put in. Well, they got put in the small pots originally. So we'll have a look. Could be absolutely nothing in this for all I know. Plenty of flies in it. Well, there's the peel. Got a spud. 2 spuds. Two spuds it is. I think if I finally slice them on 1 slice of bread and chip them and have some flat chips, I might get a butty. Right, now we'll do the Orla. So then he's still got manure that I'll put in the bottom of the pot. Right, let's see if Orla's done anything magical, but with the top like that, I can't see it out. Oh, it's like a wedge of manure there at the top. Take it off. That's just a slab of manure. Here we go. Oh, that was actually the original pot shape. Oh, there's a peel. Hang on, they were the Casablanca, or have I got any more? No, I don't appear to have any more. So I've got 2 off the Casablanca and 3 there. I'm not going to include that little tiny peanut thing. So we'll say a good chip butty. I'll put his compost back in these pots and just put it somewhere to dry out a little bit, and then I might reuse this for some of the Christmas buds. But, just have to play things by ear. Yeah, I'll leave it on there for a bit to dry out, I think, in the sun. Sort it out afterwards. Right, so like I say, this could be the last video for a while. We just have to see how, the outcome of things. But as things stand, it doesn't. It's not looking good. So some of you have got my Facebook page if you want to message me at all. But I'll be back when I am back. Like I said, I'll film some bits in between, if I feel up to it, and then I'll compile stuff at the end. But until next time, thanks for watching. Thank you all for for all your comments. It's been great. So I will see you sometime in the future. Take care. Bye.